Hi, this is Seth Kinsel. I'm just gonna run through a couple things you can do in your meditations and just kind of talk about different things about it. So, first off, I guess, I question whether or not when I astral project if I'm really astral projecting, because I just imagine it in my mind what's happening. I don't actually see it like me seeing you or an object in the world. It's more of just like a dream, like a conscious dream. So, I have imagined demons, like me slaying demons, or flying around, flying in space. I've actually did this thing where I imagined a blank space in a universe outside this universe where I made a sun and I made it explode into several other suns. So I kind of created my own universe, but whether or not that's just in my mind is really, well, it is kind of just in my mind. But you can do several things. Some of the Reiki practitioners today believe in spirit guides, which I don't believe in. I believe in angels and demons, and I believe in God. They believe in Source, which is, their theory is that every person is God. And when you die, or every person is Source, like, when you die, you return to the source of all-knowing knowledge. So, pretty much that means everyone is God, kind of. And then you go back to the source, and then when you separate from the source, you're an entity in the universe. So, I don't know if they believe in the Big Bang Theory or what. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. I believe God is an eternal being that is outside time and space that created the universe. That's what I believe. And I believe, people are always bashing Christianity and stuff because of hell. Well, I heard from a long-time Christian that something like 2,000 years after the world ends or something, people are going to get a second chance out of hell. Which I don't know. You can't really quote me on that because I don't know the sources, but anyway, I don't like to believe in hell, but I do consider the possibility that there is hell, just like I consider the possibility that there isn't a God. I don't necessarily know there is a God. I believe, because I believe that without God, there wouldn't be any definite purpose or meaning in the universe. If we just live and die, I mean, my mind grasping around time, if we live, we die. Once we die, we have to come back to live again. You just can't stay dead forever. I mean, if you come back as something else, I mean, it just doesn't seem like it's definite or true meaning. And that's why I believe in God, because it gives me hope that there is answers to the universe, and there is someone holding it, or it's not someone, a being holding it together. And maybe, I've seen videos on the Antichrist Obama being the Antichrist, and honestly, I think he might be him, but I can't prove it, and I guess we'll see. But the world is changing a lot, and I think America as we know it might not exist in the future. But anyway, back to meditation. I've done several things in meditation. I've done pretty much everything I can think of or do. I love looking up guided meditations to seeing what other people have to offer. There's a lot of benefits out of meditation, and if people were more, if people were more interested in it, if more people were interested in it, I think it really calms you down, and it releases a lot of anxiety and feelings that, you never know where someone could be at in life, and if they just meditated, just put everything aside for an hour a month, you never know what could happen. Another thing, some people believe happiness is a true meaning to life, or that's what you're trying to get out of life, is happiness. But I look further and say the meaning of life is to have happiness. The meaning of life is to have meaning to be happy. So I believe that it's to have meaning. Whether that's, you can have a purpose while being sad, I mean, that you can have a purpose with having different emotions. I think we're just trying to seek a purpose in which we can feel comfortable and satisfied and get what we want out of life. Satisfaction. That's another one, is we're here to get satisfied. We're here to be happy, satisfied, and have meaning. Maybe it's all of the above, But I just want to say, if you are having a stressful time, or if you really just can't take it anymore, or something, and you listen to the same music over and over, whether it's rap or rock, or whatever you listen to, or if you even listen to music, or if you watch the same movies over and over, like horror movies, or, comedies. I love comedies. Comedies always have something good to offer, because they always offer laughter and happiness. But I mean, if you're watching, the same kill movies, or playing the same games, or listening to rap, gangster rap, or rock music, sometimes you just need a little meditation music, Sometimes you just need to break free and have your thoughts totally to yourself. Because meditation is really conscious sleep. So your limits of dreaming while you're awake are endless. I mean, I always come up with ways I think my life could be, and I imagine it like being with someone. I always imagine me being with someone in particular, and I imagine what it would be like. And then I can see that. I mean, it's never what it really is, though. I mean, when you imagine something in your dream, you wake up. You know, it's when you come back to reality, it's never what it really seems to be. And I have come a long way in my meditations, and I had a really long meditation. It was only about 30 minutes, but I created this big rainbow ball in the center of the room. And I put everything in the future in it. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes I think I have dreams of the future, or you know, I get deja vu. I'm sure you can understand that. But I just put everything in the future in it, and I just let it go. Or I actually exploded it into the universe. And I imagined the way I want my life to be. I put it in there and released it. But really, I mean, I don't know too much about chakras that much. I do know a couple of them, what they are, what they do. I can balance my chakras pretty good. I'm a pretty laid back person, and I don't get, I don't lash out at people. I've had my fair share of anxiety attacks, but through healing and meditation and just thinking and being who I want to be, I've able to turn that around for the better. Never regret anything in your life, because when it really comes down to it, you should be happy the way things are. I mean, you could have won $10 million, $40 million on the lotto, but would you really have the same things you had now? Would you be happy? Would you be satisfied? Would you have meaning? Or maybe you would have died in a different reality. I heard before that reality is perspective. And I mean, really, it is. And I've seen some people do some amazing things, not just with their words, but with their mind, just with their determination of making the impossible possible. I'm a big fan of magicians. Kind of an amateur magician, but I believe in magic. I mean, everyone says it's fake, and a lot of it is fake. I mean, a lot of the card tricks but I believe that you can levitate. I don't know why. I've been trying for years. I don't know why I can't levitate, but I'm still working on that, and I believe I can. Because I've seen some pretty crazy things happen, and I believe anything's possible, And people are always talking about Jesus, and Jesus this, and Jesus that. I mean, we can praise Jesus or worship Him all we want, but really when it comes down to it is, what am I? Where am I going? And how will it affect my future? And if Jesus is real, He could be hundreds of years, because He's supposed to come back from heaven or something. And He could be hundreds of years away from that. And so, I mean, right now, You just gotta worry about yourself. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna be alive in 5 seconds. You know, maybe our sun will explode, you know? Maybe something will happen and we'll all just die. Will it really matter? What will you remember? Nothing. But I mean, maybe if God's real, you know, maybe it will matter. I don't know. That's all I got for today. And thank you, and get some good rest, and maybe try getting some meditation, you know. Maybe try expanding your mind. Thank you. Good night.